Hi, this is Drake with Austin Underground, and I'm here with Widowspeak. So how are y'all doing?
Really good. I kind of wore a lot of clothes for how hot it is, but other than that,
It's pretty hot.
I'm having a great day.
So, how about, could y'all describe your music for people who haven't heard you?
I would say, actually we played a college show one time, and the people who put it on wrote like a preview for it and called us Swoon Lords. So I would say we're Swoon Lords.
We're like ghostly, country-tinged indie music.
Cowboy grunge.
Cowboy grunge, yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, you mentioned the Swoon Lords thing. Why do you think y'all like that label so much?
Well, it has a nice ring to it, and everyone wants to be like the lord of something, right?
Yeah.
Swooning is kind of sexy, but not overpowering. We're not like overly like erotic. We're just like,
Yeah, I think it's more like a sort of nostalgic, sort of, overcome with not necessarily emotion, but like
somebody singing to
fondness.
you from the window or something, right? From the balcony.
Yeah. It's all very abstract, but
Yeah. So, your music's kind of like moody and melodic and soothing. Do you have to like get into like an emotional like state of mind before you perform or something?
I think I kind of do. I think the tone is like Molly's constant emotional state of mind. I think that's why like we make that music, because that's like kind of where you're at. And you're like, I'm gonna sing, but I have to. This is how I sing. And so sometimes I have to be like, okay, mellow out.
yeah, because he can get kind of hyper, so he has to.
Yeah.
I guess I'm always pretty mellow, and I think that even in my day-to-day, I'm a pretty nostalgic person. And that can be a pitfall, but in terms of writing and stuff, we definitely try to get in the mindset of like what we're writing by kind of watching movies or talking about like vocabulary.
We do like a little dossier, I guess, before we do a record, where we're like, what images, what colors, what patterns,
Even like fabric.
what movies, yeah.
Like decades. Like what sort of.
This song is supposed to make you think of raw denim and the smell of old leather. Those are kind of like our influences.
Yeah, or like pine needles or something. Yeah, we really do that
Really
because I think that songs should have like a sensory action to it, like where you have some sort of like memory before you have a memory. You know what I mean? I think that's like what we strive to do. I don't know if we do
Like
that
sonic
that effectively,
landscape, whatever
yeah,
kind of thing.
Yeah, like landscapes and or like specific emotions. Because a lot of songs do that, but I don't know. Taking it one step further, or maybe we're not, but
Okay. Well, I guess that leads into you have a new EP that's coming out called The Swamps. I read it was like influenced by like y'all were touring south and stuff, and you said the songs kind of had a feel that just made you like see that image
Yeah.
or so.
yeah, I think
So
with the Swamps, I don't know whether the name came first or the record,
Yeah.
because it was kind of all at once. We were driving through the South a lot, and we did this tour as a duo, and we were writing songs in hotel rooms. And then on the other hand, I really liked the name The Swamps, and I kind of like with Widowspeak, how I had like written it down in notebooks a lot, and I thought maybe that I would have some solo project someday called The Swamps. But then I think when we started writing these songs, and then there was that idea kind of buried, and lyrically they're about this sort of like southern landscape and kind of about being stuck, kind of like how swamps are slow moving and humid and kind of static, but mysterious and dark. I don't know, those are all adjectives that I was hoping would also characterize the music. So
Yep.
yeah.
okay. On your label's website, when they talk about your new EP, they say it's like a bridge between your sophomore album, Almanac, and an untitled third studio record.
Yeah.
Is that like a subtle hint that something else may be coming?
Oh yeah, we're definitely working on another record. In theory, we're still in the like image compiling zone right now. But
We
yeah,
already have the name and everything. It's just that we
Oh.
haven't necessarily
Wow.
written all the songs.
we generally have the name and like the cover before we have the song.
Exactly, because sometimes it's like if you're gonna have a story, you kind of want to know how it's gonna end before you start writing the book. You know what I mean? And so we kind of want we know what we want the visual sort of aesthetic to be like, and sort of like how the feeling of listening to it is gonna be, but we don't necessarily have the songs. But yeah, it's called Foreverland.
Okay. Cool.
Look for it in 2015 or maybe 14 if we get our
Maybe. Yeah.
if we get our songs together in time, then maybe 2014. But yeah, I mean, it's still at the very beginning of the process. But we're writing. I mean, we just write a lot. So a lot of people were wondering, like, why did you put out an EP the same year as a record? And we just had the songs, and we figured, why not release them? There's no point in like sitting on something when it's, you just get it out in the world. So